Hi, my name is Peter, and I'd like to talk to you today about a company called Lavylites. It's a Hungarian way of saying love and light, and the system, which is called Good Energy System, which makes this concept work for you, for me, for us. The products are a totally new concept in health. And if you think about yourself or anybody that you know, that maybe for a treatment a year or 2 or 3, and the health is not getting better, and the test results for blood and urine are not getting better, and is there a hope? So in some cases, the body can recuperate from that and can be healthier. And we hope it is, and this is what this whole idea is all about. I would like to sit down with you and at the table and talk about it, having a cup of coffee or tea, and spending the time answering your questions. But unfortunately, this is not possible due to distance. Most of my colleagues are Polish, and they asked me to record something that they can use for communication with the English-speaking world. We're looking for a native speaker which will become a partner in our club, and we'll do it in a more professional way with the better English language. But for now, that's what we have. So enjoy the presentation and think about the possibility that is opening right now with the new technology that is introduced by Lavylites Corporation from Hungary. One P is good enough. Even if you choose just one out of those 4 points as good for you, that's enough. If you choose 2 or 3 or 4, that's brilliant. But we're going to talk about the product, and product is absolutely genius. We're going to talk about profit, meaning getting a product at 90% discount. If you need it, you don't have to pay full price, or you can make money with that club. We're going to talk about the process, which means how we do things, and for some people doing things in that matter is substance, is something that they want to do. They want to help other people. It's not the profit, it's not their health, is what we do. For them it's important. And the fourth one is people that are already with us, and the people that we're going to gather around us, people who will help each other, either making money or getting healthy. So 1P is good enough for its. The first thing about the product that is unusual, it's that involves a physics, not a chemistry. Most of us know, so in our body, we have the chemical reactions, and this is why a lot of people take a lot of supplements and dietary supplements, and we try to eat right. But not on all problems with the health, there is a solution in chemistry. Tibor found out, and Tibor is the person who is an innovator in a whole concept, who is the owner of the company, and I will talk about him in the next slide. But Tibor found out, so a lot of things that happen in our body can be fixed with physics, not necessarily chemistry. And all the products that we're going to be talking about apply this sentence that is said many years ago by Albert Einstein: everything is energy. It's just a question of frequency that you need to apply to get the things rolling, to get the things moving, to get the things to see what we see. And we're going to be talking about very, very innovative products which are based on this particular sentence and the concept of how it will work on our body. Tibor Jakubowicz is a Hungarian scientist. He's not well known worldwide at this point because his products are only available in a few countries, like Hungary, Czech, Slovakia, Poland, Germany. We just started UK and Greece and a couple other countries. So the product availability right now is in a very, very small market. And the company is doing, as of right now, as we speak, about $70 million a year volume, which is nothing compared to what it will be doing in the near future. And we're going to be talking about two things that are common for all the products. One is in nanotechnology, and he's an expert in that science group. And the second one is energy, which is something that is new in of products. The first one is a nanotechnology, and what's the nanometer? Well, the nanometer is 1 billion of a meter, which is very small. It's a 1/200,000th of a human hair. So it's a very small. The nano is something that we hear a lot lately. Why? Because as a civilization, as human beings, we finally can see it and we can understand it, and we can see so the world in nanotechnology works, let's say, forever. That means it's not something new, it's not something that was developed yesterday. It's something that is with us all the time. We just couldn't see it. We didn't know where it works and how it works. And the gecko walks on the walls thanks to nanotechnology. And the starfish can see thanks to the nanolenses. And there's millions of examples around us where nanotechnology in wildlife is existing. And in the recent years, human beings start to copy it or develop it for different reasons. For electronics, nanocoatings, for medicine, and so forth and so on. So we start creating things in nanotechnology that will help us in our lives, will help us in advancing different things around us. Nano effector, that's an informational carrier. This is a carrier of a bioinformation. On the picture is shown as a jellyfish because it moves by itself. It's very small, it's 2 nanometers, and it carries a wave with the bioinformation into your body, into your bones, into your cells, into your whole body, wherever it's needed. It moves by itself, so it does not require a bloodstream or lymph stream. It just requires a living organism to apply it to, because it doesn't do nothing in a dead organism. They did the tests on a cadaver. They lay a dead man and they sprayed it on the head, and they waited for 2 minutes, and the nano effectors, the carriers, were in their food. They were looking for a place to work. Unfortunately, in the cadaver there was no place to work because there's no life in it. But this is something different. This is a different way of applying a wave to a human body, not through the eyesight, not through the ears, through the sound, not through the any other senses. It's directly through the skin. So this is a genius concept, very new and very unusual, and absolutely brilliant. We know, see it as a common thing. We record a sound on our cell phones or on our smartphones. We record the sound in the sound studios. We can record any type of sound on the different devices. And the sound is recording a wave, which is a recording an energy. We can we now learn how to record a color. Taking a picture, all you do is record a wave of different length, and the length of the wave is a color that you record. You don't record an actual object, you just record a length of the wave of a particular colors that you record. And this is a new technology for human beings, because for thousands of years we can paint a color, or we can replay a music based on the notes, but we were not able to record the wave. So as a technology, it's a brand new. It's about 200 years old, and if you can just imagine, so if you can record a sound, and you can record the color, you can record the heat as a temperature, you can record a lot of different waves, Röntgen waves, and so forth and so on. It's easy to imagine. So every fruit or vegetable or spice or herb will have a particular wave which will be represented to that particular spice or fruit. And we now know how to record that wave, and if we record that wave, then we can place it on something, and that's a nano effector. And this way, instead of eating an apple, we can just get a wave of an apple to our body. Now, this will not replace the nutrients, this will not replace the vitamin C and everything else that is in it, but will replace a different part of the fruit, which we can only take as much as we can take as we eat the fruits. But as an energy, we can take a much better dose, much more of that we could in regular eating an apple or whatever. It's good for your body for a particular health problem. So this is a new way of looking at things, new way of looking at getting a body restart with the positive energy, with those waves for self-healing. We are not adding to the body anything that the body should produce itself. We are not replacing anything in the body. We're just giving this quote-unquote energy, which will provide the body with the ability to self-heal. So this is a different way of thinking about keeping healthy and staying healthy and getting rid of a lot of diseases and problems that people have for a long, long time, and for one reason or the other, able to help them. Now, this is a scan of different items which are living at one time, and because of the process, they're becoming slowly dead. And now if we think about it, at what stage tomato is the best for us? The freshest, the better. And the best, if we can take a tomato when it's still growing, when it's still on the vein. But unfortunately, we can't do it. So we can take the tomato from the vein and then put it in our body. Well, we can do it totally different with just a scan. We can scan the tomato when it's the best, which is on a vein, which is still alive, still growing, still have all the energy in it, and we can take that scan and deliver it to your body in this process that those products do. And the same goes for anything that is living in one time or the other. And at one point, this was something that was not possible to measure, that people speculate about. Some people have seen it and some people didn't. Some people believe it and some people have not believed of the auras of the things that are around us. But at this point, we know we can measure it, and we know as long as, let's say, a human being is living, he has an aura specific to him, and as soon as he dies, the aura dies with him. And for different points of view, it's going to represent different points of things and different points of interpretation of it, but the fact stays that that is measurable, and it is a gentleman named Bouvier in the 19th century, he made a scale and measured different things around us, and based on the scale we measure other things around us, and this way we know what is good and what is bad for us, and what gives us an energy and what takes from us the energy. And for a human being, the 6,500 angstrom is good, and anything above that is good for human beings. And a healthy human being is about 10,000 angstroms. Everything above that will give us a health, give us a good energy, positive energy. Anything below this magical 6,500 angstroms will take energy from us. And you can see on that scale at different things, and you can see the cancer and the negative things will be way below that, and you can see that GMO and cell phones and so forth. And on the other side, you will see things that are good for us. But unfortunately, those things we cannot access daily, we cannot use daily. So what the company do, they send a product and to the laboratory, which level of Lavil products. And when it measured, it shows, so it's a 59,000 angstroms, which means it gives a positive energy to a body. It doesn't necessarily have to be a human body. It can be animal and can be a plant. Anything that will be treated with that type of product will get an energy, so will live longer, will stay more alive, and will be healthier. Well, we have our brain, which decides what happens in our body, and our brain reacts to the waves. When we see something which is nice, our brain reacts. When we see something that is scary, we react. When we hear something that is fun, good music, we will dance or move our feet. When we hear something that is not pleasant, we will shiver. So our brain is very active because of the waves that we get into our body through our senses. And the same works for the inside the body. That means our brain will work better if the energy level is higher when everything works properly. Well, we have headaches, we have pains, we have different things. Our brain reacts to what happens in the body. This is a reaction. Now, we like our brain to work the best it can to the most of our ability, because the brain controls all our functions. We don't have to think about breathing, we don't have to think about a lot of things that are happening in our body. But if the communication to a brain or from a brain does not work properly, the organs may get sick and may not get cured. It can be a simple cut of the hand, or it can be a liver or anything else that is in our body that might not work properly and will not be treated properly by our body if the brain communication with the brain is not proper. So working with important. Now we know we're getting old. We know how the process works. We know there is a cell division in our body, and we know it's not perfect, and that's why we're getting older and older. And in 2009, a group of scientists got a Nobel Prize for explaining why the cells are not being divided perfectly, and what happens with it. So if we can get into our system and make it the division better, more perfect, that we will live longer and we will live healthier. That's why it's not necessarily the same thing being young or old, or being sick or healthy. This is something that is on a two different scales. So our body supposedly is made to live about 150 years old. Very, very few people, if ever any, lived that long. So why we are getting sick, why we're getting old faster, why this all happened? Well, because of the cell division not being perfect, and because of the sicknesses that our brain did not cure reason. Now, on the product line, we have 5 different groups of products, and I will spend some time explaining about the products, but the most important thing is they work on the same principles. That means they all deliver an energy from herbs, spices, from fruits, vegetables, or anything else that we know is good for our body. And because we know for different parts of the body, different natural things are good, that's why the products have different waves put into it, and that's why they work on the particular parts of our body. The first group of products is Lavil. Lavil has the most products in the group, and it's something that will help us with the different problems that we already occur. Lavil is a system which allows us to fix the things that because of our life we for some reason destroyed. Solvil is a group of products to get rid of the heavy metals and toxins out of our body in the most efficient way. Axial is a group of products that is predominantly designed to help our skin. That's why I'm not going to spend too much time on that line of products. The women specialize in that. I will talk just about one product from that line. Havil are the products which will not fit in other groups, and they're a little bit different than a Lavil product, but they still help recover from our problems. It just in a different way, in a different type of applications. And the first dietary supplement that is introduced this year in 2017 in March is a Pentyl group. It's a Pentyl Heart, and that's a supplement, a dietary supplement which help us keep our heart working properly and prevents a heart attack. And this is proven over our last 8 years in the tests. The most important product in the line and the most used product, probably around 60% of the volume created in the whole line, are 2 products. It's a Lavil Auricum and a Lavil Auricum Sensitive. Those are 2 products which are very, very similar. First one has an alcohol base, and the second one has a water base. The alcohol base is good for anything that is not a direct cut, and for grown-ups. The sensitive, it's a product designed for, let's say, burns or cuts or children. But in the way of the carriers, it's a product that has I would call it a fast carriers, or very moving carriers of the information, of the bioinformation. There were tests done in Hungary with the dead body, and when they sprayed the product on the top of the head, the product moved through the whole body to the toes within 2 minutes, because the information carriers were looking for something alive. Were looking for something that they can do their work in. Unfortunately, the person was dead, so they didn't find anything, but it shows, so it doesn't need the bloodstream, it doesn't need any other thing within the body to move it. That's why we don't have to drink it, we don't have to eat it to deliver it to the body. It can be done through the skin. So application on the skin in a place where we may have a pain, it might be a knee, or might be a head, or might be a stomach, or whatever else, will deliver the product in this area, but some of the product will move around the body. So this is the basic product. This is the most popular product. This is the key product in the whole line. This is the product which is used predominantly for anybody who will want to get healthier in particular place, but in the whole body to get this in a balance. So if it's a question, if somebody is healthy, if somebody is right now when listening to this presentation, I'm not sick in anything, I don't have a problem, why would I need Auricum? Well, the thing is, in your life, you will bruise yourself. You will have different experiences that will make the pain, and this product will help you to get rid of that pain much faster without using any chemicals, anything that on one side will ease the pain, but on the other side might damage any other organs in your body. So this is the most popular product. This is the key product in the whole line, and it's most usable product in any situation that we have. If we didn't have anything else, I could spend a lot of time just explaining how this particular product works, and that will be the whole presentation, and the whole concept will work very, very well around with this one and this only product in the whole concept. I have a very good experience with that product personally. I have muscular dystrophy, and the doctor said, so this is a type of sickness that will not that I will not be in a better shape ever. It's a question how fast will degrade the whole muscle system. The truth is it's not the muscles that degrade the system, it's the nervous system that makes the muscle not work, and this way the muscles disappear, quote unquote. So in this particular situation, when you apply it to your back, to your spine, your nervous system becomes better working condition, and gives information to your feet, to your body. So it's a chance to work again, and in my situation it did work. Another problem that I had was a shoulder pain when I was riding a horse when I was 15. That was many years ago. I broke my shoulder bones, and one of my shoulders was really hurting me for 8-10 years, and really not much could help it, and I didn't want to take everyday painkillers to do something about it. And this product, it took quite a while, because it was close to 4 months applications on my shoulder, but after 4 months the whole pain and whole problem just disappeared. So if you're looking for a quick cure for a long-term problem, it's not that. As you can see, it's very, very versatile. You can use it in many areas of your body, in any situation that will happen, and it will help you with allergies. Will help you with absolutely anything that is going wrong. But on the other hand, we know, so we have specialized products that will help you in particular areas that you have a problem, and the specialized products will work faster and will work better because they're specialized for this particular problem in your organism. This is, as you can see, skin problems, burn problems, and Auricum is just genius in that. In this presentation, I'm not going to show you hundreds of pictures of people that use the product and what happened, because of the time restraint and because we are not allowed to show that many, I mean, all those pictures. So, but the person that invited you for that presentation might send you a presentation with those pictures so you can see actual how the product works. This is the spine I was talking about before. It doesn't matter if this is a muscle pain or this is your backaches or whatever happened. The spine is the most important communication line in your body. This is where the nervous system is the most vulnerable. This is where most people have the problems, and if the communication between the brain and particular part of your body, maybe a kidney, maybe a lungs, maybe a liver, or anything, if that communication does not work properly, if it's a wrong signal sent to the brain or a wrong signal sent from the brain, that means the particular organ will be getting sick and sicker with time. If the communication is right, the brain will make the decision to cure it, and if you have enough quote-unquote energy to do it, your own body will help. Some people looking at the product, hearing about the product, seeing a product, and thinking based on what they know about the world around them, will think it might be a placebo, might be something that the people pay for and they hope they will work and the brain will make it work. Well, this would be truth if it didn't work on very small children and didn't work on animals. But the products do work on animals and they do work on small children. So it's definitely not a placebo. If you have a racehorse, if you have a horse or a dog or a cat and it's sick, you can apply those products just like to a human body. You can help this animal recover from their sickness. So it's definitely not the placebo effect. This is why example of an owner who just went to the cellar and hit his head. It's a cut, not a big cut, but in some cases would require at least a couple stitches. Over here, no stitches, nothing. He just spray his product on his head and took the pictures. As you can see, after first or third hour, the cut becomes closed. And this is after 6 hours. It's dry, no stitches. It's just almost cure cut. This is a typical situation. If somebody have an experience or know somebody with the problem with varicose veins, you can see the difference. Without using a product, a person is 66 years old, so I believe she tried to get rid of it for some time. It's not something that she decided to do something with just because of Lavylites products. But as you can see, not much helped. This is after 8 weeks of usage. Auricum sensitive, that's the one without alcohol, and the level body, and the product I will talk about in a few minutes. So you can obviously see the difference between what happens if there is no energy given to the body, and what happened if the body can cure itself, can work or on the problems advanced. This is one of the most important picture in the presentation. This lady is doing a presentations for people, showing the product, and she keeps the product in her right hand, and she's spraying the left hand. This way, the left hand being sprayed maybe once or twice or 3 times a day, and the right hand it's not. And after a while, she looked at the hands and saw a big difference between them. And she stayed that way. You know, some people will change the hands and make the right hand just as nice as the left hand, but she decided to be an example of how the product works. Of course, the product not only works on the hand, but some of the product stays at the place where it was put on the skin, and this is the hand. And as you can see, there is a huge difference. There is no liver spots, or very few left, than the places where the product was sprayed. The knuckles are totally different on the both hands. So it's not only getting an old, but the skin is getting old much faster than it should be, because we are not eating what we're supposed to, we are not breathing what we're supposed to, and so forth and so on. And this product help this left hand become as old as it should be, not as old as it got due to our lifestyles and our system. So as you can see, evident that on the same body, on the same organism, the product works, and there is no question about it, because this is not a situation that what would happen if she didn't use the product on her right hand, I'm sorry. Level Hair, a product designed for helping hair, and especially the skin underneath the hair, to have the hair grow stronger, grow in the proper color as was designed. People who are gray hair, they start growing hair in the proper color, being a dark or blonde, after a while using that product. So it's called for hair, but basically it's treating the skin, which allows the hair to grow properly. Level Body, one of my favorite products in the whole line. There's many stories about that product. It's one of the least expensive product in the line. One of the product that most people get in the first batch of products that they get, and they try it and they see what it does. We have many examples of people using this as an aftershave, and using this all over their face, and what happened is the eyesight becomes much better. Because of the nano effectors in the product, it not only treats the skin, but it treats everything that is close to the skin, and eyeballs are very close to the skin. So the first thing that happens is, if you put it on your face and you put it on your eyelids, you will see a substantial difference in the way they see you, in the way you view the world. But for me, the product works in another way. I had the cramps because of my sickness, of my whatever health problems. I had the problems with the cramps at night, and those are not typical cramps for an active person. This is a different type of cramps. The cramps that are more line up with the muscular dystrophy. My feet just gets inside, and I have to straighten them up, standing up on them. And this way, I had to get up many times at night to straighten up my feet, because I couldn't sleep with them being folded inside. So that was very uncomfortable. And about October last year, I started using that product on my legs. I just apply it to my feet. I apply it to my whole legs, and see what happened. And what happened is, as of January this year, I didn't get a single cramp in my legs, which means either one of those things work. Either the spraying my my back, my spine, give that result, or putting that on my legs. But it really makes no difference which one of those products made the miracle for me. But the important is that those two products together body for me. Now, Level Clean is a product for shower, just to wash ourselves with. It's very nice, very gentle product for cleaning the body, and it's just a gel to help the skin breathe better and recuperate better. Level 32 is the product designed for mouth. The number 32 is gotten from the number of teeth in our mouth. So Level 42 is a spray which you can use on your teeth, on your mouth or your jaws. This way you can get rid of many problems in that area. But you can use it in any other place that is a problem with the bones. If I can use an example, if the level auricum has a fast moving I would call it a jellyfish or carriers, this one has a slow moving. That means this product stay very close to where it was applied. So if you apply it in your knees, when you apply it to your elbows or your or any part of your bone structure in particular place, this product will work there. So you can use it in your mouth as for brushing the teeth. You can use it for any other problem which is a local problem, and this product will stay locally, and especially in a hard structure, which is a bones or teeth or anything like that. Of course, it will not grow a new teeth, but will keep the ones that we healthy. Level Limp. This is something that I've learned in the Lavylites Club. And I went through a school, and not much was taught about a lymph system in our body. This is a system that is moved by our muscles. It's the lymph goes around our body and gets rid of the things that are not welcomed. Being anything like heavy metals or toxins or anything like that is not good for our body. But if we don't move enough, for many reasons, just because we're lazy, or we cannot just move because of our age or because of our other health problems, our lymphatic system will not work properly. The measurement for if we're moving enough or not is about 10,000 steps a day. So if you do about 10,000 steps a day, or either running or jumping or just walking, your lymph is going around your body properly, and your system is being cleaned up on time. But if you're not, that means the toxins stay in your body, and a lot of stuff that should be out, it's not, because the system just doesn't circulate as it should. And I found about it thanks to the Lavylites Club, because I was not really aware of that, and the doctors that treat me did not explain to me how important it is for me to move. It's important to move for recovery's sake, and to keeping my muscles fairly occupied, but they did not say nothing about my lymph system. So I started using the product, and it's a miracle too. It helped me with cleaning up the the body. I felt much better. I start stinking less at night. So it was all beneficial. And too bad we don't learn all this stuff in school, but at least in a club like Lavylites, we learn about our body, we learn how it works, and we learn what we should do. This is the only product that is based on something that is different than a spray or a gel. It's something like a cone. It's made out of different types of natural butter made out of plants. So it's all 100% natural. It has the same concept as any other product, so it does have the carriers, the nano carriers, which with the information. So the same way it delivers the bioinformation to our information to our body, but because of the way it's made, can be used outside and inside of our body, and can be used like suppository because of the shape of the cone, and just for a man with the prostate problem, let's say, or for women with the women's problem, you can put it in the fridge, keep it very cold, and just share it for like a powder type of thing, for air problem or any type of things that you need something different than a spray or a gel. This is the strongest product we have, and I would love to talk about it a lot because it helped me with my problems. But we have hundreds of examples of people using it for different things, and the product really makes the difference. Level knows. This is a product which looks like a typical product that you can get off the shelf. It's a product for cleaning up our sinuses, and this is not something that will work like anything that you can buy in a store. If somebody has a sinus problem, within a couple days, they will just clean up the whole sinuses. It's not very pleasant because a lot of gel type stuff will get out of your nose, and it's not pleasant. But eventually your sinuses will be cleared, it will be empty like it should be. You will get your voice back, you will get your health back in that in that part of your body. And now I have an example of a friend of mine who as first product tried this one, and because he complained every couple of years, they put a needle in his nose, get all this stuff out, and then after a short while, it's all over again. And this was a process that went for many years. So he used that product for first couple days. He complained about the pain in the nose, and it was not very pleasant. But he said, "Wow, at least I know something is going on over there. At least I know something is working, hopefully for good." And after a couple days, he started getting out of all the yellow and green and other stuff out of his nose. And when it cleaned up, he was happy. I called him after a couple of weeks and talked to him, and he said, "Well, it was the first couple of weeks in his lifetime that he did not have headaches." So it's not a typical spray for nose like you can get in a pharmacy. Again, it's a different technology. It's a different concept. It's a different way of use. It's not a chemistry, totally different effects. The second line of products is solvent products. Those are products that make us clean inside. There's two products in a line. First product is Solvil Full Flex, which gets the toxins out of our cells. So this is getting into our each and every cell in our body. You start with 1 drop, you go up to 12 drops twice a day, and thanks to that product, it will clean up everything from the cells out. Now, out of the cell, it doesn't mean out of the body. That's why you need a second product that will clean up the body out of the stuff that is got out of the cells. And this is a Solvil CC. And this product, it's like the lymph with the turbocharge. It shouldn't be used permanently. It's used for the detox time. That's about a month, 1 month in a year. And as long as we're going to breathe what we breathe, and as long as we're going to eat what we eat, as long as we're going to function as we function, once a year, doing a detox is the right thing to do. So this is something that to stay healthy, to get rid of the stuff that we accumulate in our body because of the environment and because of our lifestyle that we embrace and created for ourselves. 3 supporting products. Those are products specially designed for the detox time. Those are the Solvil Hair, Solvil Body, and Solvil Clean. They will help clean up particular parts of our body, and they're good for the time of the detox. So if somebody want to really go for it, those are the products that they should use during the time of detox. This is the only axial product I'm going to talk about. The axial is a whole line of the products for the skin, predominantly used by women. They want to have the skin fresh. They want to take care of. We don't have a color cosmetics. We just have the products that will get the skin in the best possible shape. But this particular product is a very, very unique product. It's not only has the nanotechnology from a point of view of delivering the bioinformation, but on the other hand, it has stem cells, which can replace any cells that are damaged. And this is good when somebody has a cut and it didn't, it's not nice looking after the operation or after just accident. But I will give you an example of that product in a different way of use. A friend of mine have a father-in-law who has a problem with the eyesight, and he's after 4 operations of the eye. And the doctor said he cannot help anymore. The operations really didn't help, more hurt than help. But everybody who has a problem with the eyesight will try to do what they can with what they have. And he went through the 4 operations, not much success with it. And the doctor said, if there is a product on the market which will have the stem cells, and this is the only chance for you to regain some of the eyesight. And the doctor didn't know about that particular product, so a friend of mine told the doctor, so there is a company that actually has the product with the stem cells, and maybe it's worth trying. So the doctor checked it out, got the name of the company, Lavylites, looked for the product, read whatever he read in the internet, and he got back to this father-in-law, and he said, "Wow, there is no risk of trying it. Try it and see what happens." While the application of this product it's kind of tough, especially for the man. You cannot touch the skin with this thing. You just put the drop, and you have to be careful because this and that. It's not that it's going to hurt you. It just becomes not effective if you start using it.
if you touch the applicator with your finger, the product from yellow becomes red, and it's just a different product. It just works on the skin. It doesn't work on anything else. But the father-in-law of my friend used that product for a few days, and what happened is the product in the first few days start getting his eyes very watery, and there is a purulence start coming out of his eyes. So he got scared what happens. But what it basically happened is the product started cleaning up the environment where the eye was in. And after a few days that stopped. And right now, this is about a month and a half of applying the product. This guy actually gets in the car and drives. And he was basically blind. So he's saying, you know, he can see enough, so he's not scared of sitting in the car. I can't measure what he sees or what he doesn't, but this is just amazing. Well, the technology of getting this type of information to your body, and in addition, getting problems, and this product was predominantly designed for getting rid of the wrinkles around the eyes. This is something that you should use just for a beauty's sake. But as you can see, because the eyeballs are so close to the skin, it works absolutely miracles in other parts of the body if it's used there. So this is a new technology. This is a totally new concept of informing our brain, our body, how themselves and supporting that process. This is a Lavyl impulse juice. This is something that you use for your digestive system. And one of the few supplements which you actually drink, not apply to the skin. A lot of people that have a problem with the stomach or with any other intestinal organs, they use that, and with a very, very good results. Lavyl 3-point-I. 3-point-I, as some people will know, obviously it works directly on the brain. And again, we have a lot of people using that product for different reasons. Some people because of their stress at work, and the stress creates their system, the nervous system, not being very harmonious. The one day at work they're very nice and very gentle and very pleasant, and then they go home and they're not anymore. And this helps to keep the level of the person to the proper level, not becoming a very nervous, not becoming a very aggressive. So it works on a brain on that side. We have several people who have in the family people with Alzheimer's disease or dementia sufferers within the family. So those people apply those products under the tongue twice a day for people who has the problems with the proper functioning, and we have absolutely phenomenal results. Within a few weeks, people start recovering to the point that they can recognize people from the family. They start learning again calendar. So it's amazing, absolutely amazing things. And this is something that in my club, in the club that the people are joined within the last 6 months, the stories that I heard are absolutely incredible. Fortunately, I don't have personally anybody in the family with that type of problem, but I can imagine what the family have to go through if in their household is a person with that type of instability in their thinking. This is this is a product that, let's say, this is the most expensive product in our line. Sales are very good in Germany and in Italy. This helps restore libido for a man. It's not like a Viagra, which helps for the one time. This restores a proper function in the organism. This way, if the men use one, maximum 2 bottles, it can function 100% as it should in a sexual way. So women. This is a first line of dietary supplements. This one is a Pentyl Heart. We have another Pentyl Brain coming in the near future. But this product is a 90 tablets, and this prevents a heart attack. This is a line of tests that showed what this product does. The brown line on the top is a healthy heart, and when it gets a heart attack, it goes to a green line without that product and through a black line with that product. So it just prevents a heart from a heart attack. It recovers it very fast. In this way, you don't get the typical problems, including a death with a heart attack. The product was tested for 8 years. In the different countries, there is different suggestions for how many tablets a day you should take. In some countries, because taking 3 tablets a day becomes not a dietary supplement, but becomes line of product that should be sold by pharmacy. That means we recommend 2 tablets a day as a means of supporting your heart. If you had the heart problems or you don't want to have heart problems, this is a genius product for you. And this is the product line. This is the part that is the longest to explain and the hardest to explain from a point of view that this is not something that we can easily understand. We tend to get the new information and we understand things based on what we can add to what we already know. And because of our way of thinking and because of the way of education that we went through, self-help in health, using an energy instead of chemicals, it's not something very popular. It becomes popular. A lot of people go to the YouTube and know people who help this or other way in a non-conventional way. But this is something that is manufactured and it's repeat. That means every bottle is the same like the bottle before that. It works consistently, so it's a consistent product. It's not like having 1 tree better and 1 tree not as good. This is something that is 100% consistent. So we know exactly how those products work. But we still gathering the information at this stage of the concept from all the people from everywhere in the world, how the product work, who helped, what type of help people got from using it, and how long it took. This way we gather more and more database of what we can recommend to the new product. We work with the German physician, and the gentleman who has a clinic in Germany, and he uses those products, and every few months he comes to Poland and does a seminar on how his practice with the product work and what effects he got, how many doses he gives, and how he applies the product to get certain results in a different way. So we're already way ahead of the people who started a year or 2 years ago, but we still brand new, we're still new as a concept worldwide, and we still only open in a very, very few countries as a means of delivery directly from the company. So if you're in the UK or you're in India or you're listening to this seminar, maybe in the United States or Canada, and you complain about the guy not talking in Oxford English or anything else, we are waiting for you to learn about a product, to try it, to use it, and to explain it to everybody worldwide in a better English. But for now, this is how I communicate with the people I know, and if they are willing to learn and they're willing to use that concept for their benefits, so far so good. It's working. So this is a part of the product. Now we're going to start part on a way of saving money and a way of earning money. As anything else, there is improvement and new developments in building a different type of networks. They're network of big things like hotels and restaurant chains, and their networks are direct sales. The companies that recruit people that will service customers and recruit other people to service customers, and there are concept of a club network, and we are a concept of club network. What's a club network? A club network is a network of people who are users of the product. Some of them are more involved than others in spreading the news and informing other people. Some people are doing this 1 hour a year, and some people are doing this 10 hours a day. That depends on what they want to get out of the system, and if they are looking for a business opportunity or not. And this particular concept has a price list, and the price list is very simple. What it shows is the points are the euros without the VAT of particular country. If you see a club price over here, that's a club price for Poland, and that's a club price for people who are in Poland and using the product and buying a product, because this is a price with the VAT at the level 23%. Now, if your country has a different level, like Germany has 21 and Hungary has 29, so you will get your price getting a point value plus VAT of your market. So that's going to be your price. We have a retail price as an example, but we really in a club don't resell it. If somebody like to resell the product, if somebody would like to sign up and resell the product, there is an opportunity for him. But in our particular situation, we are working in a club style system, so we are not reselling a product. There is nothing against it. The company do not say you cannot resell it, but in our way of doing things, we are not reselling a product. We are building a club. So this is how the product gets distribution in the countries that is open. You can sign up in 3 ways. The first way is just become a customer, and this is basically no benefits, no business benefits. The second way of signing up, it's buying a product as a purchasing a product. You pick which product you want. You've heard about most of them in this presentation. You pick the products you want, and you will get sign up if the total volume of the points is 80. So if there you get a 80p V, which is 80 points, that's mean you are signing up in the system in the business class. And this way you get all the benefits from the system, except one of them. One of the benefits is cut off at the level of 10,000 euros a week. It seems like a lot, but I'll in a second explain what if, and then you will decide. There is no sign-up fee. There is no operational charge or anything like that. When I'm talking about levels of entry, I'm talking about levels of first purchase. And the third purchase is if you purchase for 400 points, 400 PV. This is a business pack. You get a pre-packaged set of products. There's several packages, and this way you get 3 business positions, and this way your level of income in one way of getting the money paying you for your work from your system, from your club system, is instead of 10,000 euros a week, it's going up to 30,000 euros a week. As you can upgrade from level 1 to level 2, but you cannot upgrade from level 2 to level 3. That means you either decide to give up the income level above 10,000 euros a week, or you decide so you're better off getting more products and getting the potential income up higher. And this makes the difference for people who are not customers necessarily, but yes, in a Lavylites system. There is 7 ways of getting an income, 7 ways of 7 types of commissions, and every one of us will be able to get all 7 of them. It's a matter of time and effort that we put. The first way of having a benefits from the system, other words, making money, is coming from the first purchases of every member in a club. And this way we get a profit which is a percentage of volume created when a person makes a first purchase. If they make a first purchase and you are a member, you will get 20%. If you are a partner, you get 28%. And if you recommend somebody at the level 58%, which is titanium or above that, this is what you get from any new purchase, first time purchase. But if you have a group, and in your group, in your club, there are people that achieved a level in your organization, and let's say you are a partner and you have somebody who is a member, and the member invites a new person who makes a purchase, you make the difference. That means the member will get a 20% and you will get the difference. That means 8%. The difference between 28 and 20%, that's your profit. And so on. So if you are a titanium and you get 58%, and you recommended a new member who recommended a new person who made a first purchase, you will get the difference, which is 58% minus 20%. That's 38% profit for you. And this is only for the first purchase. Any other purchase will be paid in a different way. But this amount of percentage that is given in the first purchase is the same like in any other purchase, is just distributed differently within your organization, within your Lavylites club. There is an additional benefit if you recommend 2 people to the club in the 1 week. You get a share
for every couple of people invited. Well, let's say you invite 2 people and they purchase a product with a volume of 80 PV each. That's mean you get at least 20%, and at 20% is a 16 times 2, it's 32 PV as your benefit, which is a euro. 1 PV at this time is a 1 euro. So you get 32 PV, but you get additional benefit because it's a 2 of them. You get a share, and the share might be worth 25 euros or might be worth 30 or 50 euros, depends on the week, because it's a 2% of turnover volume, which is a volume created by a second, third, fourth, and so on purchases in the system. And a 2% of that volume is shared by people who've done a couple of recommendations in that week. You can recommend 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 couples in a week, and you will get that many shares. And if you can imagine recommending 2 business people in a week, that means you will become a partner, and you will get not 20 but 28%. If you put one in the right leg and one in the left leg, and you will get 112 euros from each of them. So it's 224 euros as your commission from the first way of income, plus you will get the share, let's say about 30 euros, so you will earn for that week 250 euros, just for recommending 2 people joining a business. If they're not just the customers, they're business level people. So a share adds more the more couples you invite to the business, and even if you just register customers, you will still income that you can earn in the system. A third one is a personal bonus. If you purchase for more than 80 PV, you get a 20% back of everything that is above that. So this is an example. If you would purchase for 100 PV, you get 20% of 20 PV, because 20 PV is the amount more than 80 PV in that purchase. 4 way of earning money, and this is the most important, basically, for the whole concept, way of earning money. It's not a big thing in the beginning, but it's a big thing in the concept. In this system, it's a binary system. Everybody that you signed up, you are listed as a directly signed up by you, and they're becoming your biological group. That's the group you created, but you sign them up in a binary system on the right or left side, and from every second purchase of those people forever, you will get a 10% of the weaker side. That's mean if you were signing up on the right and the left side, and one side does a turnover of 20,000 PV, and the other side 10,000 PV, that's mean you get 10% of 10,000 PV, which is €1,000 as a profit from that. And this is where the limits come. That's mean if someday in the future your weaker leg gets to be 100,000 PV volume, you will get the 10% of that, which is €10,000. And if you were on a business pack, or just starting as a customer at 80 PV, you will get the 10,000 euros as your profit for the week. But what happens if 10 years down the road, your weaker leg will have a 200,000 PV level? Well, if you're on a business pack, you will get 20,000 euro for that particular week. But if you are on a consumer pack for 80,000 PV, 80 PV, you will get still 10,000 euros. So
for people who see the future and see the potential of that concept, understand, so they may work hard, or on the other hand, they just may get lucky. If you find one person on the left side and one person on the right side, and they will decide to do it, and they will do it big time, maybe one of them in China and the second one in Korea, one in India and one in the United States, one in Germany and one in the UK, I don't know, wherever. And the volume will be created and will go to hundreds of thousands of euros a week or millions of euros a week. That will make for you rethink. So it was better to sign up in a business pack for 400 euros in the beginning, because you cannot upgrade to a higher pack. You just can make a decision in the beginning. And this is why in the presentation we talk about it and we try to explain it, what the benefits and why it's worth it to buy a little bit more products in the beginning, signing up on a business pack if you want to do a business. If you are business-minded person, if you are looking at this and you say, this is a cool product, this is a product that market needs, this might be very, very big, and this way you may think it's worth it to buy more products now to reap higher benefits in the future. And what's important, there is no situation that there is a level cut off. That means your legs can go hundreds and thousands of people deep. It makes no difference how big the legs get. But the only thing that cuts you off is this limit of income. That means your leg can be 100 or 500 deep and can go through the whole world, through United States and Canada and India and China and Korea and Japan and whatever. And every week the volume will be added together and you will get paid a commission that is from that system to be paid, based on a binary system. So you will have one system direct only for the first purchases, and you will have a binary system which is designed specifically for paying off for every second, third, and next purchase in your organization. In the beginning, most of your purchase is going to be the first purchases, but as the time goes by, your binary system will start catch up, and you will start making more money from a binary system because it's just bigger than from the basic first purchases. The next thing is a matching bonus. The matching bonus is a payment based of an income of leaders in your organization. So if you were getting to the higher level of the management in this concept in the Lavylites system, you became a team leader, manager, senior manager, and so forth. You will start earning money if you have people at that levels in your organization. So it's the more you teach, the more you earn. And this is one of the reasons I record this presentation, because the people that I have in organization are great people and they want to achieve a big success working with me. And they might not know the language, but they know the people. They know the people in UK, and they know the people in the different parts of the world, and they looking for somebody to help them to explain how this whole concept work. And this way, the more they will earn, the more profits I will get. So we're working on the same team and we are rowing in the same direction. And that's very important because there is no conflict of interest. There is no conflict of interest that they earn money at my cost, at my expense. It's the other way around. The more money they earn, the more money I will earn too. So the same way will be for you. the more you help people earn money, the more money you will earn with that. This is the lifestyle bonus. In some companies, it's paid by leasing a car or something else. In this particular concept, it's just 1/52nd of the value for a particular level. So if you're a manager, you get 1/52 of 3,600 euros. If you are a senior manager, it's a 1/52 of 6,000 euros, and so forth. So instead of getting a car that you might like or not, this is money that you can spend on whatever you feel it's the best for you. The top income and the top levels get 1% of the value of the company shared by the top leaders in the organization. So if there is a 5 rubiums, they share 1%. If there is a 2 auriums, they share 1%. If there is 1 light pro, he gets the 1%, and so forth. That means the more volume the company create, the more top leaders there will be, the more people will share the 1%, but the 1% will be more money to be shared. So that works very, very well. The more volume we create, the higher the 1% is, and probably the more people is to get a point. Those are business packs. There's a few different business packs. You can register in a system. You can ask the person who invited you, and you can register in a system. When you register, you have an access to a web shop, and that's how it's called, our store. When you register and you get to the web shop, you can pick which business pack you will choose, and that you will pay for it, and that will be shipped to you directly by the company. So when you were getting signed up, there is no fee. You have an access to the store, you have an access to the bureau, you can see everything what's going inside, and that doesn't cost you nothing. But to become active, you have to make a first purchase, and that's your that's your decision. If you want to have those 3 positions and have the top income of 30,000 euros a week, or you will be happy with the 10,000 euros a week, and you will just purchase 1 or 2 or 3 products in the beginning just to sign up and be recorded in a binary system. The first purchase will put you in a binary system, relatively fast. Well, the binary system, it's a little bit different than a regular system that you might know from many other multi-level concepts. The system that is based on a right and left side will be built with or without you. That's mean if you can imagine that on the top of this slide, it's me, and I recommend people to this concept. I recommend them, and I will put them on the right and the left side, and if you will see this concept, and you can make a decision as a first one or a second one or a third one, and for one reason or the other you hold off, you're still thinking about it, you don't want, you like it, but you don't know something, you're missing information or whatever, and you think about it, and that's fine. We don't want to rush you, but we want to explain to you why making a decision faster is better than postponing it. In a system that is based on just recommendation tree, which goes on a width, that's meaning if you are first signed up or you're 20th signed up, till you do something, you have nothing. This is a typical system, like in many corporations which use multi-level marketing. That means if you don't build your group, you have no group. In this particular case is different. Even if you don't build your group, that the timing when you sign up can make a big difference. So let's say you can be signed up as a first or second or third person on my right-hand side. And the fourth person that I signed up knew somebody who knew somebody who knew somebody in a big market, in a market that moves very fast, much faster than let's say, your market. That means if you didn't sign up in one of those three people marked in over here in blue, dark blue, and you sign up as a person a week later, maybe 5 hours later, maybe months later. That depends on activity of the person who invited you to that concept. Well, you end up one level farther, and you might think, what's the difference? One level, what's the difference make? Well, it makes a big difference. For you, the Indonesia means nothing. It's not part of your volume. It's not part of your group. It's not in your leg. It's not on your right side of your business. You still have to build your left side, but if you were the person 1 or 2 or 3, the person 4 will be in your group, will be in your organization. That means the whole volume of that Indonesia market will be in your group. Just because you didn't spend the time to research it, you didn't spend the time to ask the questions, you didn't find out how to sign up now because it was not important for you, because you thought it makes no difference, I'll think another 3 months and it makes no difference. Yes, it does make a difference. In binary system, making a decision fast is crucial. It doesn't mean it's not worth signing up a year from now. It means a year from now you will miss a lot of things that you will not make. It will not be made by you, but will be a big difference for your company. Now, if you look at the market potential, and I will give as an example a corporation which is the top mark volume-wise in the multi-levels, which is Amway Corporation. They were founded in '59, and they were founded as a local company in the United States. The name was very local, and the two guys that started, Rich DeVos and Jay Van Andel, didn't think about going global. They didn't think nothing. They just had a good product and want to sell as much as they could. They developed a multi-level system for that. And in 1961, a guy named Dexter Yeager signed up. He was a truck driver, not a genius, not a PhD in economics. He was just a simple guy, but he did what he had to do to make the business work. And he grew it in the United States, and from United States, the business grew worldwide. I have no clue how many people are in his organization right now, and I have no clue what part of Amway he's doing, but I know, so in the ranking of the top earners in multi-level systems, they're always somewhere at the top, about $300 million a year. That means they make a lot of money. Why this is important? Because if you're signing up at the same corporation today, you might be very active and very ambitious, but the window of opportunity, it's at a different stage. It's just a different point of the history. And right now we are a new company. Lavylites is a brand new company. We are 3 years on the market, enough to prove so the product work, and enough to prove that there is some leadership developed. But it's still way before the worldwide is open for us, for the volume and for opening. And now is the time for you to make a decision if you want to risk it with us, a challenge for a lifetime of opportunity business-wise, or you want to wait till everything is like the companies that are 10, 15, 20 years old. I made the decision, so for me it was the right time last September. I was introduced to the product to the product. I was introduced to the company. I researched as fast as I could, and I signed up. And I start delivering my organization, start building my organization. And in very fast, I looked at the people that signed up, and I saw the people in UK, in Germany, and in Austria, and I decided, so that's going to be a big business. So the question is, will you join it? Will you join it now? Will you work with us so you can achieve your success? And now is the time. 70% of the people making money are signing up in the first stage. 20%, that's about $1 billion and more. And the rest of the people sign up in just a question of if they have a real chance of making the big money. This is a world map, and you can't even see on that map where Lavylites is available right now. It's so little market right now taken. It's unbelievable. This is all to be shared by us, and you are right in the beginning. From a point of view of a person signing up 10, 15 years from now, you are the lucky one. You found out earlier. You are the person who got the information first. We have about 20,000 customers in Poland, 20,000 club members in Lavylites in Poland. And to give you an example again to a company that you probably have heard about, and it's again Amway. Amway signed up, Amway opened up a Polish market in November of 1992. And they signed up close to 190,000 people in Poland in the first 2 months. So this is an example. Because the concept is new, because the product is new, because the very few customers worldwide, very few people that are making a fortunes right now, but there will be a lot of them. If you checked us on a product line, if you believe at the beginning that the product might work, and when you find out so it does, you will be absolutely astonished what the potential of that company is, because everybody worldwide is looking for a product like that. Everybody worldwide want to be healthy. This is our website. This is an official website for Lavylites.com. You can check out what's on it, but it's not much till you register. This is a good energy site right now. It's in Polish. There's information in English, but so far the site is in Polish. We're going to work out so the site will be in English and other languages, but for now this is our website for the system. This is how we do things. This is how we show the presentation, talk to people, explain the system. Yeah, this is a weekly bonus paid to Shishi. Shishi is the guy who started the network, started the organization. He is the top, let's say, the first one in the Lavylites family. And those are weekly bonuses based on his bonuses on a certain levels. And I will not explain it how this is calculated, but the bottom line is there is money to be made, and because this is weekly, so whatever you think about, this is a weekly, and this is without the VAT. So this is just sheer netto bonus that is on his levels. He's a light pro right now, and as you can see, it's a week. This is Mike Zuckerberg, and this is what I end with this presentation. I was approached by many companies with the concepts of networking. For 4 years, I ran the company that was a networking company from a point of view of a structure. So I had no problem of understanding a marketing plan over here, and I think it's absolutely genius. It's absolutely step ahead of many other plans that I have seen or even wrote. On the other hand, a product is absolutely phenomenal. But the key question is you, because the key question for you is what you're going to do with the information you got today. Is this the right time for you to do something? Maybe it's not. Are you looking for a lot or you're looking for a little? I don't know. Are you in the market that is already open, or you are ready to prepare a market to be open, like let's say India right now? You are one of the people invited to join, and decision is in your corner. And Zuckerberg invited 5 people to a meeting when he started Facebook as a venture. 3 of them didn't show up, and they were not interested in what he was offering them. 2 of them, quote unquote, signed up, and they're both billionaires. They're not phenomenal guys from a point of view of business skills. They were at the right place at the right time, and you are today at the right place at the right time. But what you're going to do with it, it's only in your head, only in your mind. I was a couple of years ago with the family holidays, with my family on the Christmas holidays, and we were doing traditional wishes, and I wished to my cousin a lot of health and a lot of money, and he said, what about wishing me a lot of luck? And I said, well, I don't know about luck, if this is that important. And he said, well, the people on the Titanic was probably, most of them were healthy, and to be there, most of them as a passengers, they were rich. Unfortunately, most of them didn't have much luck, and I got to think about it. In the different cultures, it might be called a blessing, and might be called luck. It might be called karma, it might be called something else. But the bottom line is, somebody invited you to see this presentation, to know about this product, in the beginning stage, right when the whole thing is starting. And that's luck. Because most people were not lucky enough to find out about it so far. Probably not in your country. So you're lucky, you're first. But what you're going to do with that luck? Are you going to use it or lose it? So too bad we can't meet person to person at this time, but I'm looking forward to meet those people who take the challenge. I'd be glad to go to UK. I was privileged to teach in large halls marketing in UK many years ago, and I'd be glad to go back. And I'd be very glad to go to India and any other market, and I'd be very glad to go to United States and share my thoughts on the network marketing and on this concept and on the Lavylites product. It's just a matter of time. But the question is, are you going to be there? Are you going to be one of those people who will be looking forward to meet me? Or you're going to be just a person who listened to the presentation and said, no, it's not for me. I'm healthy, or I am sick, I am some whatever, and this is not for me. So I hope this is for you, and have a pleasant life, and let's meet together in the future. Bye-bye.